Hey everyone, this is Autism Beyond the Label. I am Shyheem along with my mom. And before we get started on our topic for today, I think I have something that everybody might like. Mom challenged me, and well, I did all I could. I found a picture. All I did was take a picture of of one of us in our past podcast videos. I took a pic of it, and
hold on before you show. So, for those who did not tune in to the last podcast, my challenge for Shyheem was for him to try to go outside the box. And what I challenged him to do was to try to draw something outside of his norm. So I asked him, would he draw a picture of me? So this is what he's going to show us today.
Yes, since we already showed off my voice skills, I thought it would be fine to start out with sharing some of my drawings and stuff.
Okay, cool. So you're going to show them the drawings, or you're showing them?
First I'll show you.
Oh, who is that?
It's you.
That's me.
I found a picture.
Oh Lordy.
You said it didn't have to be
I
exactly...
did. I said that it could be whatever he wanted it to be, and this is me.
A second.
It's good. It's good. It's good. So this is his picture of me. So if everybody can see it, that is his picture of me.
Yeah, I'm I give it all.
It is. It's cool. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I got 2 necklaces on.
Oh yeah, you were wearing that red shirt, and
Was I wearing a red shirt?
You were wearing a red shirt, it said red with an R.
Let me see if they can see it.
They're commenting on it.
Okay, and then I'll show it to people here. So this is Shyheem's picture of me. Let me put my head down so y'all can see me. So this was his picture that he drew of me. And yes, that is, oh my gosh, that is the red shirt. Yeah. That's the red shirt that I had on that day. I remember that. Okay, that is so cool. Did you put my mold on the right side? Oh, you got the mold on the right side too. That is cool. Cool. So this is Shyheem's picture that he decided to draw of me. I think he did pretty good. Good job. Thank you, buddy. Okay, now you can talk to him.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all so much. And yes, I could be able to draw like this because it's all evolution, which is kind of part of this topic for today.
Yes. Okay, so tell them what the topic is for today.
The topic is life's greatest memories and how many of them can impact life.
Exactly.
Similar to movies and stuff.
Similar to movies. So, would you like to tell us about one of your memories?
Oh yes, starting off with a.
You want to close that shade so it don't be bright on your face. There we go. Good.
Oh, and Christian, first of all, you misspelled your. You used the other your, but that's beside the point.
Okay, so that's another part of the autism where they want to correct people. Do you see what he just did to his friend?
Beside the point.
No, it's not beside the point. You said you used the wrong your.
I mean, well, yeah, everyone should be able to
No, this is, we call him Inspector Corrector. That's what I used to call him.
Used to.
Yes.
Used
so
to.
That's a part of him correcting people. Somebody used YOU apostrophe RE instead of YOUR.
And besides, another,
But you know what they mean.
Of course I do know what they mean, but it's important. It's kind of a little bit important to me because when I'm reading a script, I don't want to screw up nothing. When I'm reading something, I'd be like,
I got you.
What is this?
Gotcha. All right. So let's get to the topic for today. Why are you scooting away from me?
I ain't scooting away.
All right, go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, I remember back when I was in art class in Salyers Middle School. There was these big sheets of paper on each table, and I was just randomly drawing characters and stuff, and it eventually led to my idea of wanting to create my own characters for my future animated projects for the future, hopefully. And that I felt really great about myself because that was when I finally came up with something that originated from me, and not from me like copying whatever I saw and stuff.
That was good.
Like Mom probably doesn't remember this, but I do. Like
Okay.
there was this time that she said like I couldn't like take others' ideas anymore or something like that.
Yes, I remember. Okay, so what he was doing was he was really good at drawing, and he was really good at doing voiceovers. But what I told him was,
can I stop you right there?
You can stop.
This is all before. This is all before
This is all before.
This is all before I got introduced to voiceover.
Okay, so he was drawing. He was drawing different characters, and what I told him was, in order for you to become a well-known artist
at the time, because I didn't know what I wanted to be.
Right. I said at some point you'll have to create your own content. Like you'll create your own characters instead of copying, or not really copying, but drawing other. It's okay to draw other people's art
for fun,
but that's their art. So yes. I thought it was important for him to create his own art. That's what I said.
Yes, and also there. Like if I mentioned this before, there's nothing wrong with like parodying it. Like you can do that. Like, and I find that to be like really, really cool and clever, because you can do like anything with that, unless like somebody gives you permission to use it as parodies or references, because I do find that to be amazing.
Right. Well, there's a difference between drawing the characters and drawing someone's art just for fun, but then to take someone's art and then try to sell it. That's when people get in trouble. You can't do that.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So do you remember what I told you? Okay. So you want to tell them that how many characters you've created? Do you remember that? When you start, so he started creating. Go ahead.
I mean, like, I regretfully lost the number that
okay. So you lost, but at the last time you kept count, you have how many original characters that you've created for your own animated show?
I would say like over 200.
So Shyheem has created over 200 characters, which no one has ever seen, for his own animated show that he hopes to have one day. So I remember telling him one day, it's very important for you not to share all your information with everyone or with anyone, because someday you'll have your own show, and what you don't want to do is give them the information to use it for their own show. So he's created over, well, like he said, last time he counted, it was over 200. It might be more.
Yes.
And each one of these characters you have already drawn, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you've drawn, so tell them about, don't tell them about the character, but just tell them for each one, what all the information for each one.
Oh, okay, yes. My first, I plan to, get, as much animated projects I can get, whether it's movies or TV. Mm-hmm. Like, my first possible one is superhero related, and I took inspiration from a lot of different things, like other shows. I took inspiration from Codename Kids Next Door and Spectacular Spider-Man, the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles, and all that.
So you go ahead.
And I base characters off of real life people, like me and my friends from school.
Yes. So each character he's already drawn, so we know what those characters look like. He's given them a very unique name. Everybody has a very, very unique name. They have very unique characteristics. You've given everybody what else? A profile, right?
Well, yes. I'm rebooting that. Like I'm trying to fix that.
But everybody has a bio, basically, right?
Yeah, yes. I just want to go back and rewrite it. I feel like whatever I did in the past was kind of lazy. It didn't take time to do that.
Gotcha. But hopefully one day the world will be able to see these 200 plus characters. So if you know anybody out there, pick them up. Just that mom plug, Yes. All right. So anyway, go ahead to what else?
I remember
what's another life memory that you have other than the drawing part? What else?
Yeah, I remember when I became a ladies' man.
Okay. So for some reason, he's gotten this title of ladies' man. I don't know if he gave himself that title or if someone else gave him that title. I'm not sure. But you get but you can't give yourself. You can't say I'm a ladies' man.
Let me explain how it
go ahead,
happened.
explain.
Okay, back in like elementary school, it was all elementary. We were all sitting in a circle, and we did this kind of game.
Y'all see my face?
What?
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I was talking to my people. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so we did this little game where we each like said our name and we said like what we're bringing, which started with our name. Like we didn't actually bring anything. It was kind of a little bit of a metaphor. And this person is bringing blah blah blah. This person is bringing, and when it was my turn, I said I was bringing a sombrero, and I was making, and I was saying
Go ahead.
And I was saying like stuff that made like the girls laugh. They actually did like it. I was like hola baby, ay 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 ay, and all that stuff. Yeah. Every time when we went around and around, it just
okay.
They really did like that.
So, I guess in elementary school, you said
it started with elementary.
Okay,
school.
so in elementary school, Shyheem had this little thing that he liked to do to entertain the young ladies in class and make them laugh and make them smile. So whatever would make them laugh and smile, he would kind of entertain them, whatever his voice is or the sombrero with the voice.
The sombrero, that was just a one-time thing. Like everything else, I just picked up when I got into high school.
Right. So from that, people he considered himself a ladies' man because he was able to make the young ladies laugh and smile or whatever the case may be.
And basically because like I can judge a girl by her looks because
no, you can't judge a girl by her looks. You cannot
because girls are beautiful.
Okay, just because a girl is beautiful, that doesn't mean that they're a beautiful person. They might be beautiful on the outside, or that don't mean they're beautiful on the inside. So you can't say.
I understand that part.
Yeah, but you said I can. You said I'm able to judge a girl by her looks.
As a compliment, you didn't let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, as compliments. Compliment like how much I care about them so much.
Yeah, but you can't care about them from just their looks.
And also, because I'm a really great person. Like I care about my friends.
No, this is what I'm saying. If you met some young lady, and she was pretty, and you probably spoke to her 2 times, and she was just like, "Oh my gosh, Shyheem, you're so sweet and you're so kind. Oh my goodness," right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean she's a good person, because you don't know about her. You just know about that 2 interactions with her. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's like saying, that saying, never judge a book by its cover?
Yes.
Exactly. That's that. Just because somebody's really pretty, just because they're nice to you like 2 times, they can actually turn out to be like an evil person.
Well, yes, that's another thing. Like when it comes to eventually finding somebody that will become either girlfriend or wife, it's all about just trusting, and that's what I'm looking for. Like I'm just looking for like the right person in eventually that
right.
Because like you and Dad, you both love each other very much, and you would never do anything that would cause like a divorce or just separation.
So we're right now just trying to make sure that you have a better understanding of people and relationships with people. Yes. And to knowing and understanding who they truly uniquely are. Like authentic, who they are. Like some people, okay, so let's say there's characters, right? All right. Or you're a person who does the voiceovers for characters, right?
Yes.
So at that time, you're pretending to be, let's say, a character.
Okay.
What character? Pick one.
I don't know, Sonic.
Okay, so when you're doing Sonic's voice, you're pretending to be Sonic, yes. Right? Okay. So there's the real Shyheem.
Yes.
And then there's the Sonic,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you get to know someone, you got to make sure that you're getting to know Shyheem, not their altered whoever they are. You see what I'm saying? People can pretend to be someone that they really aren't, just so they can get what they want from you. And then once they got what they want from you, then they leave. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Got it.
Yes, I am. I am looking out for that.
No. I'm just saying it takes time to see that.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know that people can pretend to be someone else? Like,
I'm sick and tired of that too, because this happens all the time with me and my friends on streaming.
Okay, so tell the people about that memory. What happened on streaming?
No, it ain't really a good one, but
okay, well, it's not a good memory, but it's a life memory that you learn from, though, right?
Well, from the past, like
but it happened. But it's still the past, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Okay. So tell them about that life memory that you learned from.
Okay, like ever since when I joined my friend Christian's stream, like he brought in a guy, he was showing like his screen. He was just playing some random games, and then he showed some inappropriate stuff which Christian had to, delete.
Okay. So from that you learn just because someone seems like they're a good person, once he came into your podcast, then he showed y'all some stuff that he shouldn't have showed you, right?
Yeah, because he think it's freaking funny.
Exactly. So people pretending to be something that they aren't, just so they can come into your circle, disrupt things, and then leave. Got it?
Yes.
All right. So let's go off and say another memory. What's another life memory that you learned from? Anything.
Yeah. Okay.
You told me
also,
one earlier.
Which was. Oh, was it?
Nope. You can tell him whatever you want.
All right. Well, there was a time where me and my mom went to Candytopia.
Oh yeah.
It was a really amazing place. Like it was like the Willy Wonka of all places. That I mean, like if you haven't been there, like you should go check it out. It's really amazing.
Yeah, Candytopia was cool. And what did we learn in Candytopia?
Like
originality. Like even the most oddest things that you create can become something that's really fascinating to other people, right? Like just because you think, oh man, this is like a crazy idea. To other people, it might be the most coolest thing ever.
Actually, yes. The designs and stuff. The designs, it was so it almost felt like everything was actually made out of candy and stuff.
Exactly. You want to tell them about stuff that you saw in there that you thought was amazing?
Yes. Yeah, like we eventually went to this room where it was like aquarium like and like there were like two sharks hanging up. One was like being suspended and the other one was like, on the floor. Mm-hmm. And on the floor one, like I actually put my head in there and I put my head in the shark's mouth and I took a pic of it.
And the shark was made of what?
I'm like,
do you remember?
I think
it candy?
I don't think it was actually
it was candy.
It was?
Yeah, he was made out of candy.
I was trying to like watch out for the teeth. Like I felt the teeth and I was like, dang, that's sharp.
Yeah. So that was good, right? Because we learned that art can come in different forms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. When in evolution of art.
Evolution of art, exactly. Okay. So what else would we like to talk about a memory that we've learned from? Also
from elementary was when it was field day or something. I mean, It was something really. It was about teams, and we were playing these all types of games, and it was one of the many times where my mom was there.
Yeah. When was that? What school was that?
It was all elementary.
Yes, I remember all elementary. Oh, that's when we found out that you could run really fast. So
yes, during the time also to like get this little cringe moment out of the way. During the time I was really obsessed with Sonic, so much to the point where I began to like run like him.
Yes. So, in Alt Elementary, he was at field day, and so they were having a race, of course, the relays and everything. And so I went to, see how well he was going to do. And although he was really fast, he was like running in this odd manner. And so I kept thinking, why is he running like that? Well, because he takes things, kids sometimes take things very literally.
Used to.
Okay.
I'm trying to get over
well,
that.
I mean, that was a kid. You're not a kid no more, right? You're an adult.
Well, I'm your kid still.
Well, you're still my child, but you're not a kid.
Yes.
Yes. So he was running like the character Sonic.
Yes. So.
So, we learned from that it's okay to have an overly active imagination, but in times where you need to like run and actually compete in a race and try to win, you probably want to be yourself, right?
Yes, like
Yeah.
I was 10 that.
I'm just saying, but it was a life lesson, right?
Yes.
It was a good memory, and you learned
yes,
from it.
yeah, I did remember that card that said "Real World, Cartoon World" and stuff.
Yes.
I didn't really accept that until I was 14 or 15.
Yeah. So what he's speaking on the Real World, Cartoon World, being that Shyheem was always wanting to be in this
Yeah,
cartoon
I was like off in my
world,
own little world and
cartoon
stuff.
world. The thing that helped him, which might help other parents out there as well, what we decided to do was have a card. So in that card in class, one side would have Real World, the other side would have Cartoon World. That way, you still allow the child to have an active imagination during school, but he could only be in that cartoon world or whatever their passion was. Some people like, putting toys together, electronics, and taking them apart and putting them together, trains, planes, whatever their interest is. You have to find a way to give them time to enjoy that part of their life, but then also tune back into the real world. So whenever the card was turned on to Cartoon World, which was probably like during y'all breaks and stuff like that, right? Not like leisure time. If you had finished your work, the teacher would turn the card to Cartoon World so he could enjoy Cartoon World. And then when they needed to be back to being serious and focusing, then she would turn the card over for Shyheem and it would be Real World. Yeah. So that was a good tool that they had in schools to keep him on task. Okay, let's go on to some other memories because we're running out of time here.
Oh, running out of time.
But I'm just saying, we just try to keep it at a minimum. We don't keep them forever because the attention span of people is like really short.
I mean, well, like Christian said his goodbyes and like he said.
Yeah, gotcha. So what is another memory?
I mean, of course, there's one where you got me interested in voiceover. And yes, I did tell everybody this, but I'm just going to keep it brief. Like, it inspired me to, like, share my gifts out to the world and stuff and show how much this means to me.
You said we talked about it already?
Oh, yeah, well, like, in the past.
Okay. So let's talk about another memory now. Another life memory. What's another one? Think of any? Good or, let's see, a life memory. Ooh, you want to tell them how you learned to ride a bike? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so go ahead.
Okay, like, it happened in, what was it?
One minute.
It was El Paso. Yeah, it was El Paso. We were learning how to ride. Me and my sister were learning how to ride bikes, and my mom actually encouraged us to do it, and so much to the point where she got it on film.
Yes, so it was really hot. It was really a tedious task, but he was able to do it eventually, and so we were so excited that he was able to finally get it after all this time. And I'm sure parents can relate. It's a struggle trying to get your kid to learn how to ride a bike. But trust me, when you're trying to explain things and kids are taking it very literally, sometimes you say pedal, 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 and they just keep pedaling to the point where you're like, stop, and they don't know how to stop. So yeah, it was hilarious, but then exciting at the same time.
A dog.
Okay, so what's another one? What's another memory?
My teeth. Yes, how my teeth used. What?
No, you want to tell them about what happened at
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes, tell them about that.
Okay, yes. The time where I was having way too much fun at Chuck E. Cheese and I busted my teeth.
Do you remember how old you were?
What?
Do you remember how old you were?
What was it around when I was 4?
Where did we live at?
We lived in
Clarksville. Was it Tennessee?
I
think it was Tennessee. Yeah, because it was with Miss Erica.
Didn't she live across the street?
No, that was Dawn across the street. Remember
Oh.
Erica and Nate? She had a kid named Nate. Yeah. So anyway, what happened was, and then we'll talk about what we learned from that. Right? Okay.
I mean, like what? I mean, like what? Like kids, like having kids needed to be careful or something?
No. We'll talk about it. So what happened was we were at Chuck E. Cheese, and the kids was playing around and everything, and Shyheem kept going up and down this.
It was like some kind of like tube thing, like you.
Yeah, it was like a tube thing. So then you take a couple steps, like 2 or 3 steps, and then you go up into this little area. So anyway, long story short, Shyheem was running, and he tripped on Chuck E. Cheese and he hit his mouth on the step. Yes. And so when he came to me and all the other people who worked at Chuck E. Cheese, he just had a mouthful of blood, and his tooth had actually come out of the gum. So it knocked his tooth out of the gum.
It did?
Yes. It knocked your tooth out of the gum, and then, so you remember. And then we had to hurry up and take him to the hospital so that they can push it back in, and so that it continues to grow, or whatever the case may be, however they did it. But what we learned from that is,
yes,
first of all, they weren't going up the right way. They were going different ways. They weren't going up the steps. They was going, how kids go up backwards on the slides and things like that. So from that, Shyheem became very, very, very meticulous about going up the right way. So when you got to, I remember you were at school, and the kids was going the wrong way up the slide, and then you got really, 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 really upset, because it's very important to pay attention and do things the right way. Follow the rules. You go up the stairs, and then you slide down the slide. You don't come up the slide.
Oh.
Right? And then another kid could be coming down and kick him in the face or anything like that. Right?
Right.
Cool. All right. So we got enough time because we got some things that I have to do. So
yes,
we're going to talk about another good memory, and what we learned. And we got to make it really, really good. So let's think of something that we learned that we have not talked about, and it's a life memory that you learned from. Ooh, let's think. Think. Ooh, I got one.
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember we was playing karate?
Oh no. I mean, like that wasn't a
good one. Okay, we won't talk about that. It just ended bad. Me and Shyheem was playing karate.
Oh wait, no. Okay. Oh, that part. But I do remember I actually took karate class, but I got kicked out for some reason.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
Well, I remember. But
okay. But anyway, that was a quick little life memory. Me and Shyheem was playing karate in the kitchen.
She kept making. We were like. The whole family was playing like trouble, and she kept making fun of me because I wouldn't come out when I was like red, and like I was just waiting for my turn. She kept making fun of me, and she almost busted my head open.
No, I did not bust your head open. So this is what happened. So we were in the kitchen, and we was doing the whole like wah whatever, right? Yeah. Okay. So my husband kept saying, "Quit playing. Y'all play too much. Somebody's gonna get hurt." So of course, we're still in the kitchen, and we're like, wah. And so what I thought I was going to do was I was going to hold on to his hands and then like kick his feet, but still have his hands, right? So we're holding hands like this, and then I was going to kick his feet from under him, but still hold his hands so he wouldn't hit the floor. Well, it didn't go that way. So in my mind, I thought that's what was going to happen, but what actually happened was I kicked his feet, and then he hit his head on the floor. And so, of course, my husband was upset. And then we had to go to the emergency room because I just wanted to make sure that he didn't, like, really, really hurt himself. And so we're in the...
hurt myself?
Well, I'm just saying, I was just hoping that I didn't hurt you. So me and Shyheem are in the emergency room, and we're there sitting by ourselves, and we're really quiet. And then all of a sudden, we just turn and look at each other, and then we start busting out laughing because although I was upset because my husband was upset because I had done this to my child. And I was upset because I had done it. And I was upset because I'm in the emergency room with him. When you look at the overall... when you think about it and everything that happened with it, it was really funny. So, there's a couple of life lessons that we learned from this. Number one is there comes a time where you just need to quit playing. Like sometimes, you're playing and then it gets intense. And
when you when you decide to just go too far,
and sometimes you go a little too far.
Like when someone thinks like you're funny at first, and then you just take advantage of that, and then like you think you're like so funny to the point where you think you're like the funniest person on earth, and nothing will bring you down or anything like that.
Well, I just think it's important that when enough is enough, that's it. You should stop right there because. What you don't want to do is end up hurting someone, and it could be something more serious. But another life lesson to that is, especially to parents, it's okay because we're going to mess up. We don't do things intentionally. You can't hold it on yourself for things that you've done. Sometimes in the end, you just have to go back and laugh about it and learn from it, and I don't think we've ever had an incident like that again. No. I promise you we didn't. So, people were commenting on your shirt, Shy.
Yes.
People were asking about
Christian
your
is
shirt.
already gone.
But it said sandwich, like knuckle sandwich,
Yes.
Knuckle sandwich. All right. So anyway, we were just here today talking about life memories and certain things that we learned from them. Also, to show the picture, if you weren't here before, let me show you here. We challenged Shyheem last time to step outside of his box and to draw another a real life picture of someone instead of drawing animation. So Shyheem showed up and this is what he drew. And he drew the picture of me, which is what I asked him to do. If you go back, you can see the other video. I think he did a great job. Like I told him, art is what you see. It's your interpretation. So this is his picture of me. He drew it of me. I am so proud of him. I think he did an excellent job. He definitely got my hairline right. Look at that line up, baby. Yes. So that's his picture of me. Of course, he even got my freckles in there. You see my freckles and my mole?
I also took a little bit help from your.
Oh, you got my nose ring too. You got my nose rings and everything. Okay, so that's the picture that he drew of me. I'm sure we're going to continue to challenge Shyheem to draw other pictures and step out of his box. But I'm so proud that he took on that task and completed it without me having to repeat or tell him anything else. That's another great thing. When I tell Shyheem something to do, I never have to repeat myself. He has an excellent memory. He's going to do it. You don't have to keep asking him over and over and over and over and over. He's going to get it done.
And that will eventually help me into a job because
that's right.
Like if the boss says like to just do it, like that's how I am because that's how I've been in
exactly
in
life.
In middle school.
Well, it doesn't matter when. The point is that you got it.
Yes.
All right. So for those that are on here and watching us, we appreciate you. We appreciate you tuning in and supporting us. We enjoy what we do. We enjoy sharing our life and different things that we've experienced. We hope that you will continue to spread the word about autism and Asperger's and everything about our precious kids that's on the autism spectrum. If you would like to see more of Shyheem's videos, you can tune into our YouTube, which is Autism Beyond the Label with Shyheem. Just like that, it's on YouTube. We're also on Instagram. And Shyheem has his own personal YouTube page where you can catch all of his voiceovers and his animation and things like that. Shyheem, you can go ahead and give him that information.
Okay, so
no, you gotta click on it or what? You don't know the name of it?
No, of course I know the name. I mean, like,
right. Just tell them.
Well, them over there. Okay, so All right, I'm just gonna do it like this. Like it's easy. Like it's almost kind of like a mirror. Like when you see something like reverse and
Well,
stuff.
if you put it in there, it's gonna be reversed, ain't it?
Oh, well, yeah.
So just tell them what's the name. They'll find it.
All right, it is.
Or pull it up on your phone and then just show them.
All right, well, yes, anything can work. If it's Fresh X or Zestvic or any
It's
of that
better
works.
just to show y'all. Because for some reason he changes his name all the time. I don't know why.
It's the I told you this was the last time I was doing it.
Okay,
Like,
well, go to your channel.
oh wait, it's right in front of me.
Yep, go to your channel. All right, so if you want to find Shyheem's channel,
You made me click.
If you want to go to Shyheem's channel and find his voiceovers and all that, you just go to this channel here. If you can see it, ooh,
Yeah.
Indomovic.
And Domovic Praiseless 1999.
And Domovic Praiseless. Okay?
Lust.
Praise Lust. I'll type it in. Okay? In Domovic Praiseless 1999. Okay? All right.
Like
they already know.
They already know.
All right, guys. We appreciate you all. You all have a wonderful Monday. Love you. Talk to you later.
Thank you for your time,
Bye.
everybody.